Welcome everyone, and you are listening to the H-525 podcast once again with me, Sean, and Cory.
How's it going?
And of course, we have to review about Anime Expo, and then we have quite a bit to talk about. But yeah, definitely we should just get the Anime Expo overview slash review out of the way. Um, yeah, I mean it was like first off it was super crowded um and sadly we couldn't go to the event that we kind of wanted to go, which was like a voice actor workshop with Karen Strassman. But yeah, that thing was packed.
Yeah, definitely a bummer, but yeah. We walked up to the room and there was literally like a line down the hall and out and around, and they were just turning people away.
Yeah, and then people wanted to get out and shit, and that really caused a conundrum like in that particular little area, especially with people who cosplay as with like all the
Like the large
costumes,
parts that are sticking off of
yeah, like poking at them and shit.
guys with like foam shoulder pads.
With the armor and shit. Yeah. But for the most part, it was really fun. I think it was like a nice first time experience because, I was able to do the open audition. I got called up, so that was a great thing. That was pretty much like the highlight of that expo for me. And I thought I did okay. At least I would put myself in the middle. I know I definitely did better than some people that we saw.
I can definitely support all of these comments.
Yeah, and actually it was funny. Cory tried to try it out, but sadly, you were close, but you couldn't. Yeah.
Yeah, I was about 5 or 6
people.
people.
Yeah, away, and then they called it off, which kind of sucked.
Yeah.
It's funny how like the process goes. Like for like a real audition, for voice actors, I guess, because like, I guess for here, what they did was they don't give you the actual character, but rather like a generic character type.
Yeah.
And they and then like it has like a series of like random lines. And I think for the most part, they make you yell or like scream out, like do like battle cries. It basically shows what you can do with your voice.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like the full range of what.
Full range, yeah. It essentially forces you to, show off what you got, and includes battle cries and, lines that make you go make you be all cheery and shit, or like be all battle hardened and stuff like that. But yeah, it was really fun, and I forgot what my character type was. Oh, I was like the Wandering King or something.
Wandering King.
Yeah, Wandering King. There was like 6 of them, and like 3 of them were female, 3 of them were guy, male types, and and I definitely like, and it's like right before you go up to the mic, you have like pretty much less than a minute to pick your character and like go over the lines, and you're like, okay, I gotta pick this one or whatever. Just like you have to like pick a character that's like the most natural to your voice.
Yeah.
And how you like act, I guess. And yeah, I think for the most part, I did fine. There wasn't like any particular like boos or anything like that. Like no booing, no hating comments or anything like that. But yeah, there were some really funny auditions. I just wished I videotaped them, but I had dignity and just yeah.
I'll back him up on the funny people there.
Yeah, there. I mean, while in line, I actually met some interesting people, and I mean, for the most part, they're normal, but like there's one guy that was in front of me with the 3DS.
Yeah, this guy was I would say he was like what, 30 maybe, or
he looked pretty old.
He looked old, but he was like really small and frail. So
he had his shoulders all scrunched, and he had his 3DS, and like he was shorter than I was. And I'm 6 feet, or around 6 feet. But yeah, this guy was shorter, and I think I think he was like Middle Eastern or something. So
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely look that way. And yeah, yeah, like Cory said, he did look around 30, but probably that's not the case. But there are like only a few people that actually have acting experience of some kind, and that person, that one of those people was like kind of behind me. It was it was a woman, and she did like a female assassin character for the audition, and she did really well. Yeah. She nailed everything. So I mean, I definitely can see why they would pick her out of all of us. Anything else? Oh, well, I mean, and I heard that they're able to do more people in the audition than their first one because they only did like I think around 80.
Yeah, I remember hearing them say that.
And then this one was like over 160 because I was number 167.
Yeah.
And yeah, they were able to go pretty much I think under 200. But
they went to like 180 something because I was like 193.
Yeah.
And they stopped like 6-7 people before I got up to.
Yeah, you were really fucking close. Yeah, that was kind of a bummer.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, that's not why I went there. I just kind of was like, I'm here. Right?
yeah.
You got the paper.
Yeah, you got asked by one of the volunteers or whatever. You're just kind of like, okay.
Yeah, just kind of rolled with it.
Yeah.
Like, once in a lifetime opportunity.
Like, hey, why not? Yeah, it's an open audition, so it's for anyone. So it's like, why not give it a shot? Yeah, I mean, before then, I was like totally fucking nervous and like, oh god, like.
This guy's so nervous. He gets to my house. He keeps too nervous to drive.
Oh yeah. I was just so anxious and stuff like that. And I had this guy, drive for me, and
which was really cool, by the way.
Yeah, because I own a Lexus IS250, by the way, 296, and yeah, like I never been that nervous, definitely in a while, like especially for like college presentations or whatever. Because, I mean, of course, those are pretty easy for the most part. I mean, but this one was, like, my first time. I really wanted to do this. I didn't want to fuck up or whatever. And, like, yeah, I mean, I was able to do pretty good for a person that hasn't acted in his whole life, pretty much. Or, yeah, haven't done any, like, commercials or whatever. Or any acting gig at all. So I'm happy for the most part. I'm actually happy that I actually did the audition in the first place. So, after the audition, we were just like going around looking for like some stuff and of course free stuff. But also we pretty much spent most of our time in the artist alley, and there's just like a whole bunch of artists, and we were trying to buy some, but like there were just so many like choices, and because they're all really good.
Yeah, it was really hard to pick. I will say, like, neither one of us had been, and, for him, he said that the audition was a highlight. I wish I could have done it. That probably would have been awesome. For me, my highlight was definitely the artist alley, just because there's, like he said, there's so much there. So if you've never been going just to, like, see that and just see the crazy amount of talent that people have and, like, how interested they are in duplicating characters, creating their own characters, that's pretty worth it to go and check that out, just because there's literally so much. I mean, there was how many aisles? Like 4 or 5?
There are a lot.
4 or 5 aisles, like, maybe 100 yards, 200 yards long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it was 100 yards. I mean, yeah, it was there was so many choices, and just like it was so hard to like pick one because like you can only spend so much money, and like it was just really difficult to pick one. Which one? I think I got myself one. I got someone a print for a gift, and Cory, you got like 4 for like a $20 deal or something like that.
Yeah, I came upon a 4 for $20. It was really hard for me to pick because like I liked so much stuff, like we were saying.
Right.
And then when I got there, it was just kind of like, oh, these are 4 for $20. Let's find 4 that I like. So,
yeah.
Got a really cool Assassin's Creed print. I've loved Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles since I was a little kid, so they had one of the 4 turtles. I wish Splinter was in the picture, but it's whatever. I'll accept it. And there's one of Shredder and a couple of the Foot and Bebop and Rocksteady.
Oh, yes.
But then my favorite that I came across was, if you're familiar with, was it the Vietnam Memorial Wall, like the memorial wall, and you always show you like pictures of the soldier who's putting his hand on the wall and he's like bowing his head, like remembering his friends that have passed, and the reflection in the wall is always like those soldiers. Well, this one is from Star Wars themed, and so it's Darth Vader got his hand against the wall, and then there's some stormtroopers.
The stormtroopers in the reflection. That was really funny.
It's definitely cool.
Yeah, that was like one of the greatest. That was like easily one of the greatest ones I in my book. I mean, the idea and like the way it was drawn, it was like really done. So
yeah, it was very well.
That was a good buy. That was a good buy for you.
Finally got some archive sleeves for my prints today, so I can put them up on my wall.
Oh yeah. And and then the print I got for myself was just featuring Mega Man and Mega Man X to be exact, and then Zero, and I think Vile from one of the Mega Man X games, and yeah, it was a nice piece. So, and then for my friend I got just a Marvel like artwork featuring a lot of the Marvel characters. I think particularly from the Marvel vs. Capcom games, like you got Spider-Man, Wolverine's, Sentinel, and I think Iron Man is in it, and then like I don't know, just a whole bunch of them, and that's why and it looked really cool. So
yeah, that one was really cool.
Yeah, it's just a whole bunch in one little print, so I thought it was pretty awesome to have. So that's why I got it for my friend, and plus my friend let me borrow a copy of Last of Us, so that was like pretty much a thank you for that. What else? Oh yeah, I mean, of course, Anime Expo is known for the cosplayers, and pretty much half the people there cosplayed, if not more, and there are a lot of funny costumes, and a lot of costumes that are like pretty well done, I must say, and including one with like Iron Man. Like it pretty much looked like Iron Man from the movie, and yeah, like it even had like the automated like mask lift thing, and then like his palms glowed, of course, and like his little repulsor blasters, and like his fucking chest glowed too, and he even had like the little mic where he made it sound
audio built in.
Yeah, like a built-in audio thing where he can kind of sound like Tony Stark in the movie when he's in the suit, which was really cool. He definitely put a lot of work into it, and who else? There's a lot of cosplayers that were going for Sword Art Online, and then like One Piece, and some Dragon Ball Z, and there's this one anime that I just started watching called Attack on Titan. And yeah, there was a lot of that. And I was just like, what the freak is that? Like I've never seen that one. And it's like basically these people with like these like big freaking things, and like they look like cannons or whatever, but like they're actually like hook shot launchers, and then like basically what they allow you to do is just maneuver throughout, like let's say you fire a hook shot at a building, and you're pretty much like Spider-Man, sort of.
Huh.
Yeah, and
was that what those box people who were like those?
That's what they were.
Oh, okay.
And they also have like swords, and that's like the standard equipment to attack Titans.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's I just started started watching it, and I already watched the first 13 episodes, and then it's like really cool. It's like one of the it's like one of those animes with a unique like look to it, and like sort of a unique concept, I guess. It's based off the manga that's been going on since 2009. And yeah, I mean, for any anime fans that are listening to this who haven't watched it yet, I recommend it. And if you like a lot of action and like it does have like some horror genre and like some dark themes thrown in there. So if you like that, I definitely would go out and watch it, whether it's on Crunchyroll. I don't know if it's on Crunchyroll or.
Yeah, it's on Crunchyroll.
Oh really? Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, I mean, go watch on that, or I don't know, wherever you go watch your online anime. What else?
Quick hacker tip for all of you fans out there. If you like to use Crunchyroll and you're a Google Chrome user, you know that the free part of Crunchyroll is supported by ads. If you're a Google Chrome user, you can use Adblocker Pro to block all the ads. This message has not been endorsed by anybody. All right, there we go. Just had to throw it out there. I mean, I was watching. I just started watching iShield 21.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, I like sports anime and everything. Like, the more I like the ones that are like, out there, like that could never happen in real life.
Yeah, the
like Dragon Ball example,
like
that's
unrealistic.
Yeah. So I like the sports based ones and everything. So this could happen. So I started watching that, and I was watching an episode on my computer, and like the screen flashed really quick, and then the episode came back, and I was like, wait a minute, why did it? That was supposed to be an ad. Why did it not play the ad? I was confused. I had to share that.
Yeah.
I just changed a lot of people's lives if they're listening.
I watched most of iShield 21. Just never got to never got a chance to finish it. But I did read all the manga anyway, so I'm just like I pretty much know what happened and stuff like that. I understand that it's kind of different from the manga, just because they ended it a little earlier in the anime, but for the most part, I liked it for sports anime. I don't watch much of it when it comes to sports anime, but yeah, I mean, iShield 21 is definitely one of them I pretty much liked.
It's just funny because I'm sitting there watching it. And there's one character, Hirumo, who just brings like guns out of nowhere.
Oh yeah. It's just like out of like hammer space, and just like he just fucking just shoots everywhere like Rambo.
Rocket launcher.
Yeah, like fucking
machine gun. AK-47.
Yeah, you got a Rambo type character. Like he's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I don't know what other character fucking does that, and like I mean especially in sports anime too. It's just like fucking where the fuck did this guy get his guns from?
It just catches you off guard. Like he's sitting there and you'll just hear him like rack a pistol. I'm like, wait a minute, you're a high schooler.
I know. It's funny. Yeah, so that's pretty much it for when it comes to Anime Expo. I don't know if we can cover any more other than the artist alley and the voice actor audition and the cosplayers and yeah, of course. I'm thinking about being part of the artist alley, and because I do some art myself. I draw like Pokemon and Sonic, and I'm definitely thinking about making some prints and stuff like when the time comes. And I'll definitely try to make some bookmarks as well. I think that'll be a good one to sell.
Yeah.
For manga readers and stuff like that. And I do have a good art I guess art piece where it can that it's perfect for a bookmark, I think. And it's like it's Gengar, and it's just like in the dark and whatever. I think it's pretty cool. I just hope that I can get a table.
Yeah.
And did you say you want to be a helper or?
Yeah, definitely. I'll help out.
Yeah.
Kind of ironically, actually, because I'm actually about to try and get a job at an art store as a full-time employee. I dabbled in art in college. I took a couple of classes and.
Your focus is on photography, though. Right?
Yeah, so I focus on photography, so I'm creative in that aspect sometimes. So.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, so I guess we can move on from that. There was the report where at the San Francisco airport, I'm not sure like which exact one, but I'm pretty sure there's like that one major one. Anyways, there was a crash where a Korean airline, I forgot what it was called. But,
I think it's Asiana.
Asiana, yes, and it's a Korean airline, and the pilot failed to land a plane correctly, and pretty much the back of the plane like hit the ground first, and caused the plane to crash. And I think it burst. It burst into flames, and or at least a lot of smoke came out of it.
Yeah. I know fire crews responded.
And I think no one died, or if not, there was like just a very few casualties. But there were definitely injured people, but I think for the most part, people were saved. The crew and passengers and all that stuff. It's just I bring that up because I go to Japan pretty much every year. Especially like these like past few years, and I go. So that means I go flying all the time to Japan. I just find that fucking freaky now that like this can happen,
Hey, I'm just glad it wasn't on Korean Air. Or was it Singapore Air's another one? I've flown both of those airlines to Japan myself, and they're good airlines as far as I'm concerned.
Oh yeah.
So I'm glad it wasn't one of the ones that I've been on.
yeah. It's definitely wasn't the one I've been on. I always go on like Delta or like. Well, not always. I've been on Delta once. I've been on JAL or JAL. I think ANA once. Vayreg once. American. I think American Airlines. And and that's pretty much it for the most part. But yeah, definitely not Asiana. But yeah, just like there are definitely like a lot of moments where I got really scared while flying, because like we've been through a lot of big turbulences and like air pockets and all that stuff. And I'm just like surprised how we just get through that in one piece. So it's just it's like really one of the scariest things you can go through, I think, because you're in the air, you can't really fucking do anything about it.
Yeah. That's true. Flying is one of those things that like you're like, oh, this is gonna be fine, and you're like, wait, no, a lot of shit can go wrong right now.
I know, right? And it's just like when something bad happens, they're pretty bad.
Yeah.
For example, I think I think a few years ago, one of the planes had a loose screw or something, and so there was pretty much so there was a little tiny hole pretty much, and like when I was flying, it eventually ripped into a big hole because how air pressure works.
Yeah.
And so it formed a kind of a vacuum, and like it like ripped everything that was around that hole. So it was like pretty much a big gaping like gap on the plane.
It's like when you see in movies and like you got the one idiot who's got a gun on the plane in like the terrorist movie, and they shoot and it puts like a bullet hole going through an airplane if it was on the ground wouldn't really be that big, but because the air pressure and everything, like the bullet makes like maybe a nickel sized hole, but the air pressure rips it into like a fucking boulder.
Into a boulder sized hole. It's just a lot of scary things can happen when you're flying, even though like how much despite how much people say, oh, it's one of the safest ways of transportation or something like that. I think it's just as dangerous as any other kind of air transportation. When you're driving or going on a train or something.
I mean, you're not gonna hit an iceberg in an airplane, but
you will hit a flock of birds.
Exactly. And birds can really fuck up plane engines and everything. So
yeah. All right, so
seagulls go flying through jet engines and shit.
Geese.
The dreaded Canadian goose.
Oh yeah.
Ruining airplanes since the dawn of time.
The dawn of time, yeah. Ever since the plane when it first went in the air. Okay, so I think we can move on from that. Next one is involves with gaming, and I found this out late at night yesterday, and I got this from YouTuber Alpha Omega Sin. For those who don't know, he's just a gamer that likes to talk about just a whole bunch of gaming stuff and express his opinion on it. And he's like pretty much like a metalhead and all that stuff. But anyways, he brought up that Xbox One fanboys started a petition to bring back the restrictions. I mean, and yeah, I mean, like no kidding, like this is actually happening. If you go on Alpha Omega Sin's video, and he has a link to the petition. So like, like I let that sink in for a moment. I was just like, I can't believe there are people like that out there. Like, they're so I guess they're like masochistic or something. Like, I don't know. I don't. I just like have no idea what goes through their head or something. Like, why would you want something that would ruin your not only your experience but everyone else's experience? It's like you're putting up a petition that where no one's gonna win. You're not gonna get anything out of it. They're not gonna get anything out of it. So I don't know why you're even bothering trying to put up a petition in the first place. I mean,
Yeah,
it just blows my mind.
it's weird how people are generally just very, very stupid. This is something I've noticed. Like, if one person had a dumb idea, because a person can be a genius, but people are typically dumb.
Right.
Thank you, Tommy Lee Jones and Men in Black 1 for that beautiful quote there, which I didn't really hit the quote, but it's the same concept.
Same concept.
Then you have one person with a stupid idea, and then a whole bunch of other people like their stupid ideas, and now you get a whole bunch of stupid people with a stupid idea, like trying to preach it, and you're just like, why are you trying to ruin something that they kind of fixed?
Right. It's just something that they fix with a patch. So that means it's not exactly difficult to, revert back to those policies. But I think for the most part, I highly doubt it's going to happen because Don Matrick is gone. And he's the one who, like, endorsed the thing in the first place. And, yeah, I mean, he did most of that. And like, unless Microsoft is, like, the dumbest company in the world, I'm pretty much sure that, like, they know how much of a backlash they suffered from putting out those policies. Cause like, yeah, I mean, not only they put up, they like saw the numbers on the pre-orders and stuff like that, and also their stocks dropped as soon as they actually announced the fucking thing, and like, Sony's and I think Nintendo stocks went up. That really should have told them that, this wasn't exactly the brightest of ideas. So, but yeah, I mean, I definitely, think that the consumers are also responsible for what happens with the product as well. And this is just one of the prime examples. People apparently want this restriction back, or just some of them, or a few, excuse me. And they actually go through the trouble of actually making a petition and trying to force people to sign that shit up. So, I mean, for the most part, I think it's not going to happen. And, but, you know what, I'm not even going to fucking wish him a good luck. Just fuck it. What else came up? Oh, yeah, I mean, I guess it's not news, but this is, like, something we did, like, recently. Yeah, I can see the grin on Cory's face. We went hiking, yesterday, and at he's so ready to talk about it.
That, and I'm still sore.
Yeah, we're very sore from that hike. Anyways, yeah, we hiked in Ranchos Palos Verdes, in one of the, like, big hills or whatever, and this was my first hike, like, ever, pretty much, like a long hike, and pretty much in the first 20 minutes, we've already encountered this, like, steep ass, like, 45 degree, like, or pretty much 45 degree, like, steep ass fucking hill, and after we got to the top, we like, as soon as we sat down to take a breather, like, it like hit me, and like I started like fucking getting nauseous, and like fucking I was actually kind of, I was like, yeah, and I started to black out and stuff, and like I was just like getting, like my arms and legs were just going out, and I actually had gag reflexes a couple of times, and I thought I was gonna blow chunks. Like yeah, I was like so close to blowing chunks all over my camera, and but yeah, I was able to like at least move it out of the way before I ever do. But this guy here comes to the rescue and gives me like a little piece of the Nature Valley bar, and pretty much as soon as I ate that, like it was like everything just cleared up. Like seriously, when I opened my eyes before, like everything was just still black. Like no kidding, like I couldn't see shit. Like I was like blind. Like everything was just like a blur and just like blackness. Also, it's like it was pretty scary. I thought I was gonna pass out and having to go to the hospital, but no. A piece of a Nature Valley came in. I mean, went in my stomach, and yeah, it cleared up, man. Like just like that.
So the moral of the story is eat before you go hiking. Or at least more than what he had.
Well, hey! I had a banana and a protein shake. Okay. But the thing, one important thing I was missing was carbs and sugar, which both lack. So, you think protein can do like stuff for you? Like it really doesn't do anything, especially when it comes to providing energy. It just provides your body the building material for your muscles.
Yeah, it's more of a recovery thing than anything.
Than a starter. Yeah. Like you don't. It's something you just don't use when you're about to go on a hike, or you just go and exercise. It's something you go and drink after. And like definitely the thing you want to go for is like fruits and sugar and like carbs.
Yes, like have some peanut butter toast and like a handful of berries or something,
Or a granola bar.
Yeah, or some granola. Get yourself kick-started.
Yes.
Some all natural energy.
Yes. Pretty much this guy pretty much saved my life. And if it wasn't for that, like I wouldn't have able to continue that hike. But after that, I definitely got used to the hike, and I was able to, keep on walking and stuff like that. And
we ended up doing like close to 6.5 miles.
So. Yeah, under 7, and it was like what, around 4 hours, 5.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it was closer to 4.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a great app on my phone that helps track it. Remind me later. Freaking free apps.
Oh, yeah.
Supportive. According to this, it was only 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Wait, what? Sorry, I was yawning.
According to the app, it was 2 hours and 45 minutes.
Wait, 2 hours? Wait, what? I'm sorry. I'm
2 hours and 45 minutes.
2 hours?
And 45 minutes.
Huh, okay. We definitely started around 12:30, if not 1. And we ended around 4:30 to 5.
I didn't start it until after like a half hour, though.
Oh, right. So yeah.
Somewhere, yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, for the most part, it was around 4 hours. And yeah, I definitely recorded it, so yeah, I'll put up some videos in parts. Part 1 is already up. If you want to take a look at it, and you'll definitely see me after I almost fainted, and puked, and I've never. Yeah, this is my first. This was definitely my first time feeling like that. Like I never actually feeling like I was gonna black out or whatever. Yeah, so I mean I don't know. It's just like it was such a new thing to me, and. Yeah, lesson learned. Always have your carbs and sugar. So, and we did encounter something that was very, very X-rated. Pretty much in the middle of our hike, and I almost hate to say it because I want to show it in the video, but like, let's just say like, there's just a whole bunch of tissues and like latex things and.
We came across someone's secret spot.
Yeah.
We'll put it that way.
Yeah. Despite the amount of horse shit around it. and when I mean horse shit, it's literally horse shit.
Yeah, he means horse shit. Because the trails we were on are meant for both horses and people, which I was sitting there, I was thinking, the whole time I'm thinking about it, some of the parts of the trail we were on were pretty narrow. Like, maybe like a person and a half wide. And to think like somebody on a horse could be, you know, going through that at the same time, and you kind of got to figure out like, where do I go so the horse can go past me? Like, I don't want to jump in this, you know, giant. There's cactus on the side and everywhere. You know?
There's like cliffs and stuff like that. Like, yeah, pretty much you can break your bones and all that.
Fall to your death.
Yeah. We did come across some animals and stuff like that.
Wild rabbits.
And
a couple peacocks.
Yeah, we saw 2 peacocks, I think, and then like horses, but that kind of doesn't count because they're already in stables. So, but yeah, for the most part, I like that hike. It was really fun.
Definitely.
It was quite the adventure, and surprisingly, I'm not too sunburned. My feet are sunburned.
I saw that when I got here.
Oh yeah.
I didn't want to say anything.
Yeah, I wore Velcro sandals. They're meant for hiking, okay?
We get to like where we're gonna park the car to go on this hike, and he gets out, and I was like, You're wearing sandals? He's like, is that not appropriate footwear? It's like, they're meant for hiking. And it's just the back of my mind, I'm just like, sandals cannot be meant for hiking.
Those sandals aren't meant for hiking.
They're meant for like beach hiking.
Oh yeah,
right?
beach
like
stuff.
Water and sand. But...
So, it's hiking. It works. I didn't fall. This guy fell twice, so...
Alright, it justifiably fell, though. I stepped on some, like, loose rocks through some patches of sand.
You still fell.
Very gracefully. You gotta give me credit there. Like, I didn't fall like a child, at least. Or, you know, when children fall, they, like...
Boom.
Yeah. You know, they fucking wreck their face and everything.
Yeah, they wreck their elbows and shit.
First time I fell, I was, like, going down an incline, and like, one of my feet, I don't really even know how it happened. I think, like, I stepped on, because the middle part was a whole bunch of loose rocks, and the outside was just dirt.
Yeah.
And I think I stepped on a part of dirt that just, like, gave away from underneath my foot.
Yeah.
So my legs went forward, and I just kind of, like, sat down and fell on my ass.
You fell straight down on your ass. So, that was your first one, and the second one, you fell on your knee?
Yeah, I fell on like one of my knees.
Yeah.
Caught myself.
Too
bad.
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't definitely. It was
entertaining, I suppose. Moderately embarrassing.
Sadly, I didn't catch that one, but I did catch the one he fell on his ass. So
I look like a graceful ballerina.
Yeah. He went with the fall, so that it wasn't too bad. What else that happened? Well, let's see. It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't like. Otherwise, like we all had a nice little hike, and we made some stops, and see the water and stuff like that. And there's like a little like stone tablet memorial thing going on. Like what? Like, do you remember what?
Oh, it was like a Vista lookout point. I think somebody probably donated some money.
Oh right.
To the society that like preserves all the trails.
And so that was probably like their names or something. Yeah. Okay. It was like a commemoration. Okay, yeah. And
yeah, for those of you unfamiliar with the area that we went hiking, it's a community that's literally like on the coast. On clear days you can see Catalina from where we were hiking. It wasn't super clear, but it was clear enough we could see like the top of the island out there, but yeah, so we had a mixture of like canyon and like on parts of it, you can see the ocean's literally like right there.
Yeah, we were it was a pretty hot day, but like we had a nice ocean breeze going on, so it was pretty, for the most part, it was nice. The weather was nice.
Yeah, not too bad.
It wasn't the most horrible thing. And like unless you go to like Griffith Park or something, like we're like the guy that like planned the whole thing in the first place, was actually was planning to at first go to Griffith Park for us, and we're gonna hike there instead. But yeah, Los Angeles, it's in Los Angeles, and Los Angeles is known for what? No breeze.
Yeah,
so
dry heat.
Dry heat. It's like a desert. And it's like yeah, there's a city with desert like conditions, so like so
Not into it.
that yeah, that would have definitely I would definitely passed out. If I was thrown into Griffith Park.
I would have been miserable. I definitely would have run out of water faster there.
Yeah.
Because like I took 2 liters of water, you know, like
Yeah.
a 2-liter bottle full of water, and I went through that like an hour before we finished, which sucked, but thankfully I was hydrated because I had all that water.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I think I had around 2 liters as well, and luckily I didn't run out. But I did check the pack, you know, when we finished, and it was just barely like that much left. So I did a good job conserve my water and stuff like that. Although I will admit I did not know how to use the Camelback. It was my first time using a Camelback, and it was and actually it's not by Camelback, it's by Coleman. Just throwing that out there. And I was just like having a hard time, you know, getting the tube going, and like because it's a bite valve, so like you have to like bite it down at a certain pressure. I was just biting the fucker down all the way because I was like, ah, like I was so desperate for water. Especially that first steep ass hill.
Yeah.
I was like, oh fuck!
Where's the water?
Where's the water? Like, and like this guy was like, well, you gotta suck, man. Like I'm sucking.
I don't know. It just seems like second nature to me because I've used one for so long.
Yeah. This guy definitely used the Camelback. Got mine for $30 at Target, and yeah, it was but for the most part, it was a nice Camelback. It did well for me, and helped me keep hydrated for the most part. Yeah, I mean those little Camelbacks are pretty neat. Once you actually use them, it's just, yeah, like for me, like they look real. Like when I first looked at them, like I was like, yeah, they look pretty fucking stupid. But yeah, I got to use one, and yeah, it definitely changed my perspective on that. So that was something I wanted to throw that out there, and yeah, let's see if we can find anything else.
I had something. Okay, so interesting random idiot brain story. Apparently there was a woman who was wanted for disability and insurance fraud in January, and she'd been on the run ever since.
Ooh.
And she recently decided to tweet "Catch Me If You Can" on Twitter. Now, according to viewing her Twitter profile, which is public, she has 1 follower. So why would you tweet "Catch Me If You Can" when you have 1 follower? Knowing that law enforcement agencies can access Twitter metadata to see where you are. So I guess they tracked this woman to where she was in Mexico, and they definitely did catch her.
Uh-huh.
So I thought that was really hilarious. It was a story I got earlier.
Oh man, speaking of Twitter, I think there's some another bad thing happened on Twitter, and it's from Justin Bieber. I don't understand.
Was this him urinating in a mop bucket?
I believe so.
Okay, yeah, I saw that earlier. If there's ever a person on this planet that I wish could be unborn, it's probably Justin Bieber. Like, he's literally just the worst thing to happen to the human race ever on the face of the planet. He might be moderately talented, but he's literally like a giant baby.
He is.
And have you seen those freaking pant things he wears? Like, they're like skinny jeans up into like his knee, and then they're like a giant diaper.
Oh, good.
I don't
yeah.
understand what the hell that is.
Yeah. Oh God. And like then there's that whole thing with where he tried to take his monkey to like Germany or something, and like he couldn't get it back because of they couldn't like get the paperwork for it or the proper paperwork for it or something.
Why the hell does he have a monkey?
I have no fucking idea, but he's a fucking star, so I guess he gets what the hell he wants, and a monkey is one of them. And sad thing is that he wasn't able to get the monkey, but the real like he got another one. I don't know the name, but I can care less. It's just the fact that like he, I don't know. It seems to me that he just like blew that monkey over and just like, you know what, I'll just get another one.
Yeah, that's kind of what it makes him look like. But it's all right because according to CNN, his monkey will get to start a new life in a German zoo.
Well, I believe that's a lot better than being with someone that would urinate in a fucking mop bucket or something at a nightclub. Yeah, I think I don't know what he tweeted, but yeah, it basically made his fans go into rage. So I don't exactly know why, but yeah, I'm looking at his Twitter right now, just trying to see.
Let me view his tweets if I'm signed in. No. 39 seconds ago he tweeted.
Let me see.
God, this guy has no life. He's tweeted literally a dozen times in the last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Jesus, he's ruined the NFL too. I mean, the NHL.
Wait.
There's apparently a picture of him with the Stanley Cup, and just leave hockey alone, okay? It's the last sport I have.
Oh yeah. I remember looking at that picture. He's like stepping on the Blackhawks logo, and I think he's like. It looks like he's like taking a picture or something, or doing a video, about it. Okay, yeah. It says there's a video that surfaced. Wait, hold on. Oh, no. Misread that. It says, soon after video surface of the 19-year-old pop star urinating in a restaurant mop bucket, dissing Bill Clinton. Okay, I didn't know that one. Wow. One more.
Will you leave Bill alone? It's not hard enough.
One more thing. Why to hate this motherfucker now? It says he unknowingly insulted hockey fans by stepping on the Chicago Blackhawks logo in a team's locker on Tuesday night. Bieber might be Canadian, but he's apparently unaware of a superstition long held by fans and players of his nation's favorite sport. Do not step on the team logo. And yeah, okay, so that's... that's... Oh, okay, so it was tweeted by someone else of him doing that. Okay, so... Yeah, it looks really funny.
Steps.
There's a little funny tweet. There's a funny tweet by Frank Cassidy. It says, "Whoever let Justin Bieber near the Stanley Cup needs to be fired immediately." And yeah, there's a picture of him like right next to the fucking Stanley Cup. And yeah, being himself, I guess. Yeah, that is just fucking hilarious.
Wow.
What happened? What's up, man?
I don't know, I'm looking at the picture.
Oh, okay. When he's stepping on the logo, or?
Yeah.
Okay.
He looks like such an ass clown.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, look, they're playing cricket. That was interesting. I just don't understand. Unfortunately, you know what really pisses me off the most about this video of him peeing in a mop bucket? is that he's standing up and peeing, which means he is in fact partially male after all. I was really hoping that he was a woman. I've been proven wrong. God damn it.
You got it. Yeah. That's one fact that you can't twist around. Yeah, you know, and then he's a guy that's just like us two, and yeah. But at least we're not assholes like him.
True.
That we can say that much,
And we can always look on the bright side. We're not covered in shit.
Yes, that's something I said after the hike. But yeah, you know, always look on the bright side, and yeah, definitely in this case, we're not getting the heat like he is, because, you know, not, yeah, you know, he pissed in the, you know, mop bucket or whatever, and he dissed on Bill Clinton, and he, you know, and also he stepped on the logo, which is pretty much a taboo in Canada, the land of the maple leaf. And
You mean Chicago?
Oh yeah. sorry, my bad. Sorry, I was thinking because of he's Canadian and in hockey Canada and stuff.
Canada, can you take your retarded child back, please? We don't want him anymore. No, yeah. You guys probably don't want him either. So let's deport his ass to Mother Russia.
Yeah. Mother Russia. I know he has quite a bit of cases where he got a bunch of like speeding tickets or whatever.
Yeah, he's gotten a lot of speeding tickets.
Yeah, he's known to be a speedster.
Revoke this punk ass's driver's license.
Yeah. Yeah, What was that? What was that electric car?
The Fisk car.
The Fisk car. Yeah, I know he has that, and it's like in chrome or something.
Yeah, like
it's all
the
chromed
mirror
down.
finish. Yeah.
It's all chromed down and shit. Too bad he can't fucking like drive like a professional. Shit.
But it's alright, because apparently, in other news, there are tiny diapers for the tip of your dick now. So
what?
We can. It's on Things Starter. It's from Above Average, and it's advertising a revolutionary new product. It's for men. Have you ever gotten a little dribble of urine on your pants? That problem stops today. Introducing tiny diapers for the tip of your penis. It's a whole video, so I'm not really sure what they say in the video, because I don't want to watch it right now. But
oh god,
seems fascinating.
Yeah.
Oh, interwebs.
Yep. Oh, that kind of reminds me. Like, speaking of like ridiculous products, like there's like I saw this on Jimmy Kimmel Live, and apparently like back I think it was like a little while back it was like it involves with a basketball like bag or something. It's like a bag for a ball, and it's like it had a weird design to it, and it's like supposedly it's designed to carry your ball, and it's all great and shit, and it costs, oh my god, it was so ridiculous. It cost around like $600 or something. I'm not kidding. It was so ridiculous. Like, and it didn't look like anything revolutionary. It's just like a fucking like little plastic cage for a basketball, and it's like a little handle, like, you can carry it like a handbag or whatever.
Huh.
And it costs $500 or $600 or something. I know it's over 100. I'll tell you that much. And it's fully patented and all that shit. So it's legit.
That's fascinating.
I know. Yeah, I know.
My mind is literally like kind of blown in this aspect, because I was thinking when I needed something to carry a basketball around as a kid, I just held on to it. Or put it in like a plastic grocery bag. Shit's got handles built in. Those are free at the grocery store.
Yeah. I'm hoping it's a joke. I'm trying to make sure that it's not real. I mean, I want it to be. Hold on. I'll try to bring up the video, actually. since it's a little easier. Oh, while I'm looking for the video, something just popped into mind. I heard that the movie fucking Lone Ranger, the Lone Ranger, with Johnny Depp and Johnny Hammer. Like I heard that was a really bad box office bomb.
Yeah, I heard it was like an okay movie. It wasn't like great, but
yeah,
I heard there was too much like pushed into the movie. Like it was kind of comedy, but then it was kind of action, then it was kind of dramatic, but then it was comedy again, and then action again, and it like it just kind of confused
a lot of people.
Yeah, confused viewers.
And I heard also, what was another one that was hyped up? Pacific Rim with like the giant robots and the monsters.
I kind of want to see that.
I do want to see it, but I've heard from some people on Facebook that it wasn't the movie that they were hoping for. So like I don't know. I think it's gonna be just one of those movies that are gonna be mixed or something. That's like mixed reviews, or something.
I mean, it looks like Transformers meets Godzilla. So I mean,
it looks cool. I am a big fan of like big robots and giant monsters, especially like Godzilla stuff. So yeah, I mean, this definitely would be a movie for me to watch if I ever get the chance. But I'll definitely try to catch Despicable Me 2 on Friday with my date.
Ooh la la.
Yep, this guy's going on a date. I'm trying to look for the video still.
Well, he's looking for that. In other news, apparently, what is one thing that Avatar, District 9, and Real Life all now have in common? It's mech suits. A Japanese tech company has created what they're calling the Powered Jacket MK3, which is a fully functional mech suit and stands in at over 7 feet tall.
Oh yeah, I've seen videos of I mean, I don't know if it's from Japan, but yeah, there's like there's just like a bunch of videos of like various power suits being tested and stuff like that, and it was like just lifting a bunch of weights, and I mean it looked like it worked. It looked like it was working, and like I thought it looked pretty cool. I mean the design itself, it looked it was a prototype, so it looked kind of primitive, but yeah. But what was the power suit called?
The Powered Jacket MK3. It doesn't look... I mean, this doesn't look super, like, fancy at all. I mean...
Okay.
But it looks more practical, I would imagine, for, like, a normal person, I guess, to use if anybody had need for this. They mention further on in the article that it's kind of hard to imagine who the target demographic would really be.
Oh yeah.
Because it's not like I personally am not just waking up in the morning and be like, today seems like a good day to go buy a mech suit. Yeah. But they also say because it really doesn't offer much beside like novelty value, that they won't be mass producing the product at all.
Oh, that kind of sucks.
Or at least anytime soon.
Okay, here's the video right here I was telling you about. After that, of course.
You really need to get Adblocker Pro.
I get money from ad revenue, so I'm not a hypocrite, okay? So
I don't get money, so I'm not a hypocrite.
I saw something for sale in a real store, called Opening Ceremony, that is so unbelievably insane I had to share it with you. It's called a basketball cage. This is a handmade leather basketball holder.
Oh my god.
Because, basketballs are so hard to hold. And how much would you guess this item costs? Well, right now it's on sale for $448. Unfortunately, we bought it for the original price of $640.
Oh my gosh.
This is it. I had to buy it because I had to see it. And here it is. It's a $640 basketball holder. Who would buy this? Even Dennis Dennis Rodman would say, "Oh, that's ridiculous." But someone designed this. Someone drew this out on paper and had it made. I was so curious about the thought process behind this. I actually tracked the designer down. His name is Ilya, and wouldn't you know it, he happens to live right here in LA. So I decided to pay him a visit to ask about this unusual accessory. Hi, Ilya. Oh, there he is.
Hello there, welcome.
So you are the mad genius behind the basketball cage.
Isn't it delicious?
Yeah. Well, you're welcome.
Yeah. So yeah, there you go. The basketball cage. That's what it was called.
It's the most obscure thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
Pirate Bay co-founder developing private messenger app. Why are they all videos, damn it?
Okay, yeah, I found one of the on one of the websites that sell the thing, and it's apparently what? It's sold out. Check this out. It's fucking sold out, and like.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Well, at least it's marked down to
$320. But this is ridiculous how it's sold out. Like, oh god. Well, why?
I'm baffled right now.
Why? Oh god, why?
I didn't think such things were possible.
Yeah, and okay, yeah, and I made sure that it's definitely legit. I hope it's out of production.
That would be amazing.
Oh yeah,
if it was.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was.
But since they're sold out, maybe this is a market we should go into. Make Imagine the baseball cage.
The baseball cage. Yes. Or the bat cage. A new way to carry your bats.
Golf ball cage?
Yes. Golf ball cage. Football cage or...
One for each ball.
One for each ball. Or a hockey stick cage or the cage or a cage for your football gear. Yeah. Why not just a duffel bag where you can carry a basketball and then some?
You know, that's kind of what I was thinking as I was watching that, but it's like, no, that's not as fashionable as, you know, using the basketball cage.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh yeah, this was a while back, but like, apparently China is building a. Well, I don't know if they're completed with it, but at the time, they were building a this like skyscraper, and it's actually shaped like a penis. And hold on, let me show you what it looks like. China. Here it is.
Wow.
That's China for you. Also, apparently, Brandon Fraser is going broke.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, it does.
It's kind of funny.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't been any movies in recent years, so I can see why.
Brazilian referee decapitated after killing player.
Wait, what?
Apparently, at an amateur, I think God, they put football. I don't know if that's soccer or football. I'm assuming it was soccer because it's in Brazil. An amateur Brazilian football game took a turn for crazy. Okay, so the player, I guess the player kind of came at the referee.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he swung at him to punch him. The referee responded by pulling out a knife and stabbing the player.
Ooh.
The player died on the way to the hospital.
Shit.
And the player's family and friends responded by storming the field and beating the referee. They stoned him to death, lynched, quartered, and finally beheaded him.
Oh.
They placed his head on a spike in the middle of the field.
Oh, shit.
Jesus.
Damn. Well, I mean, he did kill someone from their families, I guess. Yeah, I mean, it's just retaliation, but that's pretty brutal.
Yeah, the chief of police stated on it, they're going to identify and hold accountable all those involved. He's like, a crime will never justify another crime. Actions like this do not collaborate with the illegality of a state law.
Yeah. Shit. I mean, I guess they got what they wanted, just like revenge, but you know they're gonna have to pay the price. So
they have footage of the body on this website. So.
Oh. Oof.
Yeah, I'm not gonna look at that right now. I ate not that long ago. I'm not trying to. There's a stranger sneezing in the distance.
Yeah, that's the neighbor from the backyard.
Bless you.
Yeah, it says here that Brandon Frasier pays his ex-wife about around $50,000 a month in alimony, and
That's sick.
Yeah, per month, and then it's like that's more than what he takes in currently, and apparently he's like paying a lot of people or something in back, or I don't know.
That's six. I liked him.
Yeah. Okay. So and then here it says there's another part. It says he's losing $87,000 a month, which is of course over $1 million a year, and it says that he does have projects coming up like the Nut Job and Hairbrained, but and it says that they won't be able to cover his bills and all that. Let's see.
Oh goodness, how did I miss this? Apparently there was another teen arrested for sarcastic video game comment.
Oh, really? Oh, man.
Alright, so apparently this individual was an avid gamer, and during an online game of RuneScape... People still play RuneScape?
Really? Huh.
Apparently. He and another gamer began exchanging insults. The other gamer said that the main individual should go kill himself, and the gamer responded stating he would not just kill himself, but he would take out a local high school. And then once he made a comment on Columbine, the other gamer had gotten what he wanted and replied, "Knock, knock." Knock, knock, referring to the feds coming and knocking on so-and-so's door, which is what happened. Josh has been in prison ever since. His mother argues that he doesn't even possess any of the materials needed to carry out such an attack, nor was there any good reason to believe he was serious. Wow. he ended up pleading guilty to the charges and is facing up to 10 years in prison and $250,000 fine.
Oh my god. Another... Jesus Christ. Another one. Wow. That just disgusts me. Like... I mean, yeah, still, I mean... He did, you know, kind of did go far with the Columbine thing, but like... I mean, he's still joking, I guess, but just like a really bad way, but... It's a joke nonetheless.
Yeah. Because, like, there's a whole bunch of comments on the article, and they're saying, like, do you think that you should be held accountable for the things you say online? And, well, like, I'm kind of in the middle on that. Like, yes, you should. But then, like, if it's a joke, it should be allowed to be like, oh, no, this is a joke. Like,
right.
Look at all the evidence and don't just go arrest somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody commented on here that apparently this person I don't know where they got their information, but they're saying that teachers are trying to defend him. Even the guards and the inmates that are around him are like just confused as to why he's there.
Yeah.
He was literally bullied and agitated to a point where he would make such a statement of anger, and now that's like what's destroying him.
Oh my
While
God.
the bully who pushed him to do all that is probably just sitting back and watching and laughing off.
Yeah, he's just laughing his ass off. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, he's not gonna get anything either. So, you know, that's justice for you. That's the justice system for you here nowadays.
So weird.
It's just so stupid. Apparently, Nintendo is working on a new franchise for the Wii U.
Well, that's positive.
That's some positive news in the world of gaming. And here I'm reading this from IGN. It's a video, but yeah, I mean the basic headline is that they're trying to make a new Nintendo franchise. So, and he asked the question, does Nintendo really need a new IPS, which is basically another term for launch franchise? And yeah, I think definitely they do. They definitely should make a new one. I mean, we've been looking at, you know, we've been dealing with Mario and Samus and all that stuff, you know, Zelda and Pokemon for a long time. So yeah, definitely for me, I would welcome a new franchise. So
yeah, it'd be fun and fresh to have something new come out.
Yeah, it's always great to have something new, especially if it's gonna be part of the Nintendo franchise. You know, I definitely would welcome it. I would definitely look forward to, you know, what it is and stuff like that. Now it's getting me a little hyped up. So yeah, definitely looking forward to that.
Apparently, IGN also has what it looks like, kind of some. I don't know if it's necessarily leaked, but like what the Xbox One used to look like. So it's like original sketches of what the console was supposed to look like. Some of them are kind of just hideous design wise, like kind of like awkward oval type looking things. I mean,
Ouch.
They show the sketches from the book, and some of them like clearly were like combined to get you your final product. But
Huh.
yeah, it's pretty cool little article.
Okay, yeah, I found the article too. Okay, yeah, a lot of them look like, yeah, they're just really basic, like rectangles and stuff, and there's like there's some for the Kinect, and they all kind of look hilarious to me. Yeah, it's just one look like it's just fucking square looking thing for the Kinect. It's just all squares, no curves and stuff like that. There is one on the right that's kind of curvy. I think that's the best one, I guess, out of the designs.
I can say I'm glad that none of those are what won.
Yeah.
Very interesting. It's always really interesting to see like the sketches of what. A
Yeah,
concept
yeah,
looked
the
like, or
the original. Yeah, all the concept designs for whatever.
You stop and think about like how did they get it there?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, this is interesting. Final Fantasy 14 is not coming out to the Xbox 360 nor the Xbox One. Pretty surprising, and it's Final Fantasy 14 around Reborn, so it's like the new one, not the fucking hideous, infamous old one that hit Square Enix hard. Yeah, it's the new one, and it's just interesting for me because first off, it says that the PS3, PS4, and PC players will be able to play with each other when the game launches, which is on August 27th.
That's cool.
That's really cool. Yeah, you'll be able to do cross platforming. I mean, crossplay, cross platforming. I forgot what the word was. Yeah, but basically you'll be able to play with PC players and all that. So that's pretty cool. But okay, so I guess it says in quote, the policy has not changed on Microsoft's side. The main reason from our side is that I don't want the community to be divided, to be split into two or more. For example, one player might be on PC version, another might be on the PS4 version, and I'm playing on the Xbox version, but we're not able to join the same game servers. That is just ... I don't like the idea. I disagree with it. And then next one, it says, to be frankly honest with you, there are so many mobile devices, smartphones, everything. Why would you ever just stick with one platform from the hardware aspect? Just make it open to everyone. That's my opinion. I think that's a quote from another person. I don't know. Oh, okay. So
I just wanted everybody just to get along.
I know, right? Okay, so for the most part, I just speak because I guess they don't like the policies that Xbox Live has, so that's why I guess they don't want their title to be on the Xbox 360 and the Xbox One. Yeah, that kind of sucks, but I don't know much about the Microsoft policies, but yeah, I guess they're just not in their favor, so that's why they don't want their game to be on that console.
That makes sense.
Let's see. Oh, okay, because Xbox Live apparently doesn't allow cross-platform play anyway, so that's why they're not gonna let people have Final Fantasy on their Xbox. So I guess they just want to focus on the other consoles that allow that. I get, yeah. I mean that kind of makes sense. Like, why would you have a game for a console that won't, be able to play with other people anyway? It's kind of like have their own community or something. Yeah, it just kind of sucks for people who have Xboxes. When it comes to Final Fantasy, I guess.
It is unfortunate. However, in positive news, the PlayStation 4 is now actually going to allow people to play games from multiple consoles. So any game that you own digitally, like that you've downloaded, that's in your library.
Oh yeah.
You can go to like your friend's house and sign in to your account, and then you can play the game.
Oh.
One of the things that people are worried about is like how useful is that going to be if it takes like half a day to download the game that you want to play. But they're going to they've started using something called Play As You Download. You get much quicker access to at least the first section of the game, so you can start playing right away.
Oh, that's cool.
So it'll load like enough of the game for you to play for probably like 15 to 20 minutes if I had to guess. So that way while you're playing that 15-20 minutes, it's loading the next 15-20 minutes. So that is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
It's there. It looks like you're gonna. Similar system also works on Blu-ray. It really doesn't make much sense if we're gonna be the. Okay, whoever said that is just kind of dumb. This is literally repeating the same thing that they said at the top of the article, but just a similar system also works on Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I see what they're saying. They're talking about like the download, play as you download kind of thing.
Right.
So that when you put the disc in, it'll like load certain parts of the disc for you to play, so that it'll like load the rest of the content and temporarily store it on the hard drive.
I see.
That makes sense.
Okay, yeah, because
I didn't really.
There are some games where you're recommended to upload onto the hard drive, like Gran Turismo 5, for example, because there's so many fucking cars that you are pretty much required to put it on your hard drive, otherwise it'll blow like all fucking slow and shit. Yeah, so but with this, I can see now that this system would have benefits. You can be able to play as it installs onto the system, so that's pretty cool.
I just wish they would have put like game disc instead of Blu-ray. Like I really don't think of video game.
Yeah,
Blu-ray.
Because they use Blu-ray for the games for the PS4. I mean, and PS3.
Yeah.
Oh, I just gotta throw this one out there. There was news where where Nintendo didn't allow streaming from the fighting tournament EVO, so basically they weren't allowing Super Smash Bros. To be Super Smash Melee to be exact, I think, to be streamed from EVO, and despite having their people donating money, I think around like maybe $900,000 or something, and I think they're gonna have that money go towards breast cancer research or something. And Nintendo basically said, you're not allowed to stream Super Smash Bros. Melee, which caused a lot of outrage. But I think today or maybe yesterday or something, they did a complete 180 and now they fucking are allowing the stream. And I was like, okay, well, what was the point of that?
Been having a lot of that recently in the industry. Like a lot of people are like, we're gonna do this, and then people hate it. Like, never mind, we were just kidding.
Yeah, I know, right? Oh, did you read about the launch for Ouya?
No, I hadn't caught up on the launch.
Apparently, like, the company was promising people that if they donated to Kickstarter in a certain amount or something, they're allowed a pre-order. Now it did come into stores, but the people who made that pre-order didn't get their consoles. So that pissed them off, and then like the CEO or something, or the head of the team for the Ouya, just basically made a quote that she's pissed off or whatever. And it's just like, okay, well that's cool, but not gonna really change anything now, is it? So like, I don't know. I mean, I thought that kind of sucked for people who actually.
That's definitely unfortunate.
Yeah, it is out. I've seen this guy named The Locker Gnome on YouTube use the console for a little bit, and I mean, I just saw the interface and the menu and stuff. So it looks pretty basic, but it's like it's pretty simple but effective kind of design.
Yeah, I've been seeing that it's pretty buggy for the most part. Like, it's not running super smooth.
Yeah, I heard it has a lag or something.
Yeah.
And people want an update on it. Or a patch.
Yeah, which I mean, I'm assuming is gonna come soon. But I mean, I guess the good part of it, because of the platform it's based on, people could honestly probably crack it down, crack it, fix it, like, patch it themselves if they really wanted to.
Oh, a new Ratchet and Clank game is being announced for the PS3. It's called Ratchet and Clank Into the Nexus. So it says that it's coming to the PS3 this year, so that's pretty nice for Ratchet and Clank fans.
I remember when Ratchet and Clank first came out. I thought it's always been pretty fun. I hate websites that are funded by advertisements. So like,
yeah, it just completely takes over the.
Yeah, when it takes over the whole thing entirely, it just drives me nuts.
Yeah, it does.
I'm like scrolling to find what I'm looking for. Bam! Advertisement for nothing relative.
Yeah.
There was something else that I saw. Oh, I think they've released official gameplay footage for Grand Theft Auto
5?
Yeah.
Ooh.
That seems pretty promising. The graphics and physics of it looks pretty nice.
That one is coming out for the PS4, is it? Or I mean the Xbox One and PS4.
I think so. I think they're also gonna release it on PS3.
Okay. Okay, yeah. It just says PS3 and Xbox 360.
Guess maybe it won't be launched on that.
And then it says that they're considering releasing on the Wii U and the PC, but it hasn't been official yet. I'll be down to get it on the Wii U. I like to see how they handle the gamepad controller.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
I know Grand Theft Auto is one of those games where I've always kind of been like, it's fun to play because I just run around and blow shit up, but I never actually do like the missions and stuff. Like, it's just kind of like,
you just fuck around.
Why did you put these in there? Just make it so that if I kill 50 people in the game, like, I get a car or something. I don't you know what I mean? Like, steal 25 cars in 10 minutes and get a tank or something. You know what I mean? Like, like, if you play the game for the missions, I don't know.
No, I understand it. The missions can be ridiculous. It's just I mean, obviously they shouldn't dumb down the missions too badly, but yeah, it can be pretty ridiculous. I remember playing Vice City so much at my friend's house. It was just so fun. We put on the cheats. It's like, yes.
I love cheats.
Yeah.
Get like the weapons pack, and you end up with like the katana and full auto machine gun.
Yes.
I always enjoyed the chainsaw.
Oh yeah, and you can definitely lower your number of stars. Your wanted level.
Greatest thing ever.
Yeah. if you're that much in trouble.
I always like to do the cheat code for the tank, and then just get the stars up as high as I could, and then wait for the helicopters to come. Yeah. And then just kill the helicopter and shoot the helicopters down. Because like once that happens, like there's nothing left. Like. Yeah. Unless they come with another tank, but I can't think of any time where that's ever happened. So. Apparently Assassin's Creed 4 is going to be a naval-based game. It'll be out on ships and whatnot.
Oh, yeah. So there's more emphasis on the ship battles and stuff. Yeah. Okay, I got you.
Interesting.
Ooh, I found an interesting article. It says, Chinese researcher pleads guilty in Wisconsin's drug case. And the first paragraph says, a Chinese scientist accused of stealing a research drug from Wisconsin medical school and planning to pass it off as his own. Planning to pass it off as his own, pleaded guilty Wednesday to a reduced charge of illegally accessing a computer. Huan Jung Zhao was accused of stealing 3 vials of possible cancer-fighting drug from the Medical College of Wisconsin in February. Prosecutors said that he also downloaded academic research in the hopes of claiming sole credit for it in China. Zhao, 41 years old, initially pleaded not guilty to tampering with a private computer and lying to a federal agent. An additional charge of economic espionage was dropped, but prosecutors maintained the right to renew it with a future indictment. Instead, as a part of a plea deal, Zhao pleaded guilty to a reduced charge of accessing a computer without authorization, thereby obtaining information worth at least $5,000. He faces up to 5 years in prison and a $250,000 fine, and will be sentenced next month. Defense attorney Michelle Jacobs declined to comment as she left the courtroom. An interpreter translated the proceedings into Mandarin for Zhao, who told the judge in English he'd only be speaking English for a few years. He wore orange prison pants and a short-sleeve orange prison shirt, and his ankles were shackled. The computer charge arose from allegations that Zhao, after being confronted about the missing compound, accessed school computers remotely and deleted files related to the research on the drug. The college was able to recover the files. Zhao denied accessing the server or deleting files and said that he didn't understand the FBI agents' questions due to the language barrier, according to a criminal complaint. School researchers were studying whether the drug compound could help kill cancer cells without damaging healthy ones. The compound is still in early stages of research and has not advanced in clinical testing. And so on and so forth. Yeah, that's pretty much, basically he got charged with a lot of shit for trying to steal fucking drugs for cancer killing research. And also stealing information from a computer. In regards of that. Pretty fucking crazy if you ask me.
Yeah. Couldn't just be part of the team.
Yeah. He pretty much tried to steal it for his own credit. Now he's being charged for that, and he's going to jail or prison.
What an idiot!
And he's charged with $250,000. That's pretty fucking unbelievable.
I mean, maybe he can sell what he stole to get the money.
Oh.
I was being sarcastic.
Yes. Heyo. Michigan now is being challenged with the same-sex marriage ban. So that's, it says, Michigan same-sex marriage ban faces federal test in October. So now that's being challenged as well, just like how California was being challenged. That was pretty interesting.
What is this nonsense? I was trying to look up news articles, and it was like the same articles I read last week. It's like, I want what's fresh.
Oh, this is interesting. Stung by criticism, Torrance contemplates reinstating 4th of July fireworks.
Oh, is that about like the Wilson Park thing?
Yeah.
Because I remember Wilson Park was really popular for that.
And for those who don't know, we had a big fireworks show at Wilson Park. And it used to be a tradition, but a few years back that was canceled, and we never had fireworks shows since. But now it seems that they're reconsidering about that, and says okay, yeah, it just basically says that they're gonna think about it. There's an interesting quote. It says, "We either have fireworks for one day or hire a police officer for a year."
I'll take the cops, I suppose. Can watch my neighbors shoot off illegal fireworks.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely. It's funny. Like this year, like, a lot of my neighbors had a whole bunch of fireworks, and they're still firing them off after 4th of July. So.
Yeah, I definitely heard some go off this past weekend. I was like, are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
It's not the 4th of July anymore.
Yep. Oh, by the way, it's July 10, and it's about 11 o'clock now. And I guess we can definitely end on that note with Torrance reconsidering their fireworks. All right, so once again, thank you guys for listening to the H-525 podcast with Cory and myself, Sean. See you guys next time.
Take it easy.